what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel here on YouTube. Today we're going to be looking at the new 409 Wild Raffia Quints by Dior. I did not think this was going to launch here in Europe. I thought this was just going to be an Asia launch, but here we are. I have the Quints in front of me. I was already swatching it and filming it, but let me show you. So this is the new Dior 5 Couleur Couture eyeshadow palette in the shade Wild Raffia, number 409. It's described as a warm brown shades, a rosewood, and an icy plum. It retails for $62 or 48 pounds or 64 euros. It has a net weight of 0.24 ounces and a 6-month shelf life. It's made in France. On the website, it is not described as a limited edition palette. For those of you that have followed me and subscribed to my channel, you know that I really like wearable palettes. I like basic neutral palettes with a little bit of pop, and this seems like just the sort. To put a little bit more value in this video, I do want to compare it to a Quint that I already have by Dior. I have the 649 Nudress Quint, and I do want to compare the two because they look very similar in the pan, but maybe they aren't that similar when you apply them in the eyes. But this video is intended for you guys. If you have the Nudress Quint, maybe you could skip on this one and save some money, or you think it looks different enough and therefore you might want to pick up both, or you like the Wild Raffia palette better and you want to pick up that one. So let's get started. Let's first do some side-by-side swatches so you can see the palette in its full glory next to each other. What I like about this eyeshadow formula and why I decided to pick up this palette is because the eyeshadows are very sophisticated and very long-lasting. Now guys, this video is filmed in natural lighting and there is a lot of sun out today, so I'm hoping I get to show you some swatches both in the sunlight and just in natural light here in the studio, my office. That way you can get a nice impression of the palette. I'm going to zoom you guys in and I'm going to start with Nudress first on this eye. Now let's do the other eye with the Wild Raffia palette. This is the final look. So on this side I have Nudress and on this side I have Wild Raffia. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think that they are vastly different? So here is my opinion on this. Nudress is probably one of those quins that intentional level barely shows up in your lid. It's very fair, very faint, very easy to use, very everyday friendly, maybe even like too everyday friendly for most people. It gives a really pretty eye. I really like that this matte is in here because that elevates the eye a little bit. It gives the eye a little bit more structure, and I love this shade all over the lid. It gives that really nice kind of peachy tone all over. And this is a really nice highlight shade. It looks like a stark white, but it actually packs a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of peachiness as well. And it works really well as a quint. The only shade that I usually skip is this middle one. Honestly, I don't know about this middle one. It often shows up a little chalky on me. It looks nice today, but it's kind of this shade that doesn't always want to work well with me. I don't know why, but I do skip it a lot of times. Then going into Wild Raffia, I felt like we were going on similar paths until I added this shade. This is a really nice golden shade. So instead of that peach, you're getting more of a, I guess, safari yellow, if you know what I mean. That kind of like desert sand yellow. And it gives the eye a really different look. Also, this shade, it's not a stark white, but it packs way more punch than the stark white looking shade in the Nude Dress palette, making this overall way more intense than the Nude Dress. These two colors you can really build up on the lid, and this one in the crease was almost a bit too much. I expected a little less pigment, but there was way more. And this one as a liner or just to deepen out the outer corner. I also liked the performance of this one. I felt like this middle shade is the most Nude Dress-esque. I actually felt that this middle shade is very comparable to the side shade that I love so much in the Nude Dress palettes. Really comparable to each other, and that's one of my favorite shades. I think that you can exclude the yellow to make more of a pinky look, but you can include the yellow if you want to have a little bit of more dynamic look and a bit more dimension. And overall, if you like the eyeshadow quality of Dior and its like regular line, I think you'll like the eyeshadow quality of the Wild Raffia palette as well. And I actually really liked the way that this looks in the eyes, and I feel like it's so office friendly in my opinion and just really easy to use. And I think the Wild Raffia packs that similar easiness, that it's so easy to use and you don't really have to think about anything. I like the color combination. It is a little bit different because you have that peach and that yellow tone, but actually it works really well together. I didn't put any eyeliner on yet. I wanted to just put it on my face as is and see what it looks like. Yeah, I really like this palette. Let me know, guys, if you think that they are vastly different, if you feel like you want to pick up the Wild Raffia quints, I keep on wanting to say quad, but quints, or if you're into Nude Dress instead. I believe both of these are going to be part of the main line, so the core line, and both of these should be available right now. So I'll link everything down below. Sound out down below if you liked anything that you saw here, like this video, and of course subscribe to my channel if you like Dior. I don't follow all of the Dior launches because it's not always available here in Europe. It actually first launches in Asia or often launches in the US, so therefore I'm a bit sporadic with my Dior, but I do like to feature some of their palettes. I actually really like their palette formula, and if you do too, please nerd out with me in the comment section down below. And if you have any more questions, also please let me know in the comment section down below. I'm gonna sound off here, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.